YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are recording a shoulders and back workout. This is a requested video that me and Austin are going to be doing together. So we will kind of go through and show you guys and explain each of the exercises that we're doing, why we're doing it, and hopefully give you guys some really great pointers and ways that you guys can make your workouts better and more effective. And that's pretty much it. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Shawty loves it, loves that I'm a dog. They don't want it, they scared of what I know. Told you the budget, I gotta get my own. Shout out.
All right, guys, so we are starting off with an assisted pull-up. Notice how she's just kind of controlling herself, really focusing on the reps. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go over here and we're gonna do a superset with the lat grip pull down, all right? And we'll change up our hands a little bit, but one thing that I do wanna mention is when you're doing, a warm-up set or a warm-up round, you wanna make sure that you're going kind of lighter. Obviously the objective is to minimize injury here. So now she's doing that superset that I was telling you guys about. She's gonna put on a little bit lower weight. The objective here is to get blood flow to the muscle and then kind of get a little pre-activation before we start lifting heavier.
Loves that I'm a goat. Yeah. Shawty loves it, loves that I'm a goat. They don't want it, they scared of what I know. Told you the budget, I gotta get my own. Shout out my bros, this right here deserves a toast, A lot of people back home on my back and they know. Trying to get them online, cause the people I know. Manifest this year, 7+ on the ropes. They ain't doing this shit, tripping over my flows. I'm on the way.
All right, so we moved to our second superset here. We're gonna be doing row, and you're gonna have the option here to do a double like Austin is, or you can do a single arm row as well. Focusing on that nice contraction. Remember to keep your weight in your heels so that you're not feeling it in your lower back. And then we're moving right into the superset here using the cable row. In this one we are gonna be doing a high pull. So using a long bar, because this one's gonna focus more on your upper back and your rear delts. Getting that nice stretch and then pulling back. Once again, keep hinging at your hips as you go forward so you're not feeling it in your lower back.
All right, guys, so this is probably one of my favorite movements to do on back day. It's like a dumbbell pullover, but I like doing it with the cables because you have a little bit higher extraction point. So it's gonna allow you to get a better stretch. All you're focusing on doing is using your lats, pulling down, and then spreading your hands at the end, kind of pushing away. Think as if your back was against a wall. You're just trying to push away from that. All right guys, so we're doing a rear delt dumbbell fly. So when it comes to training shoulders, a lot of the time we focus way too much on the anterior head of the shoulder. So in today's workout, we're gonna focus on the rear head and the lateral head. She started off doing a seated fly, and now she's going to more of a standing fly. And if you guys notice, she's at a slight angle, right? A little bit higher than 45-degree angle, but we're really trying to target this part of her shoulders, right? The lateral. If we get a little bit of rear delt in here, that's okay too, but that's the focus if you guys want those round shoulders that you're looking for.
And fly, go.
All right guys, to finish up shoulders, she is doing an alternating Arnold press, right? Just focusing on single arm right here. She's keeping the weight close to her, keeping her scapula retracted, right? Pressing up, contracting at the top, and then controlling down.
And fly, go.
Friends, so we are pretty much done with our workout. I chose to add a little bit to the end of my workout. We're going to do the rower machine just for a finisher. And we wanted to mention a couple things when it comes to training volume and frequency when it comes to like being in a deficit or being in a surplus. And I'll let Austin talk a little bit more on that if he wants to add anything.
So just to speak a little bit on how you guys should be training when you're in a caloric surplus versus a deficit is obviously if you're in a surplus, you want to make sure that you're doing a lot of volume, which means a lot of reps, right? And then as far as the frequency goes, you want to make sure that you're training multiple times a week, especially if you're trying to develop that muscle or grow that muscle. Now, if you're in a deficit, it's obviously not a big priority to stress that muscle because you're probably not giving your body enough food, to function, right? So it's really just stimulating the muscle tissue. That means you do not have to do a bunch of reps. You do not have to do a bunch of volume and maybe train, once.
My bad, guys. Stupid alarm went off.
Anyways, once, maybe twice per week, right? Training really comes down to, doing it the best way, the smarter way. I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
Someone just walked past.
Yeah. But yes, so guys, just to keep it simple, when you're in a surplus, a lot of volume, a lot of reps. When you're in a deficit, just focus on stimulating the muscle. don't beat it into the ground, right? You don't want to cause atrophy, which is where you have a lot of muscle loss. You don't want to stress your body out, okay?
Yeah, I really like that. And I would just say another thing that I get asked very often is, when do I do cardio? Should I do it at the beginning of my workout or at the end? And I always say do it at the end of your workout, because obviously you want to have more of your strength and your glycogen stores used on your muscle and your strength training, not muscle training, but and then keeping your cardio at the end of your workout so that you can do, like, you know, whether you're doing low intensity cardio or hit cardio at the end of your workouts, so that your strength training is your priority, so you are not losing muscle mass, especially during a deficit. So let's go finish up with the rower machine, his favorite.
Don't forget, if you guys want to adjust the difficulty, you could turn it, right? Just to adjust the resistance, okay? Obviously, if you put it up, it's gonna mean that you gotta pull a lot harder, okay? So we did it on the 10.
So we're going to be doing 45 seconds to a minute for 3 to 5 rounds, depending on your fitness level. Remember, you want to push yourself and you want to be very out of breath. So if you're not out of breath, you need to either adjust the resistance or go a little bit longer. All right, friends. So that is it for today's video. I don't know. I'm doing this weird thing with my hand. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. I know that I've had a lot of requests for doing workouts with Austin, so if you guys want to see another workout, of course, leave a comment below. Is there anything else you want to add, Austin? I keep looking at the screen, but I'm supposed to look at the camera. But like and subscribe as always, and comment below, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.